Good evening and welcome. Tonight we delve into a story the mainstream media refuses to touch, the deep psychological wounds inflicted upon millions of Americans. We're talking about the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, a day that shook this nation to its core. Tonight, we explore the psychological fallout, the anxiety, the fear, the sense of betrayal that lingers in the air. Imagine living every day with a target on your back. That's the reality for millions of Trump supporters in America today. The attempt on President Trump's life wasn't just an isolated incident. It was a wake-up call. They see angry mobs, radical leftists, and a government that seems more interested in silencing them. This constant fear erodes their sense of security and well-being. And the mainstream media? They're ignoring it. For many Trump supporters, the attempted assassination wasn't just an attack on a president. It was an attack on a symbol of their beliefs and identity. They saw in Donald Trump someone who understood their struggles, someone who fought for their values, and gave them a voice in a world they felt had forgotten them. When the would-be assassin struck, it felt personal, like an attack on their own family, shaking the very foundation of their trust and hope. The emotional scars run deep, with feelings of grief, anger, and betrayal lingering long after the incident. They feel robbed of something precious and irreplaceable, a sense of security and belonging that is hard to reclaim. And they can't even grieve openly without being mocked or ridiculed by those who don't understand their pain. The bond between Trump and his supporters is built on shared values, mutual respect, and a deep sense of loyalty that transcends politics. Trust in our institutions was already hanging by a thread. The attempted assassination of President Trump was a breaking point for many. They see a system rigged against them, more interested in silencing dissent than seeking the truth. The American people are waking up to a pattern of corruption and deceit. America has always been a nation of diverse opinions, but somewhere along the line we crossed a line. The ideological rift that has always existed began to widen, creating a chasm that seemed impossible to bridge. The attempted assassination of President Trump poured gasoline on an already raging fire. It wasn't just an attack on a person. It was an attack on the very fabric of our democracy. The left, instead of condemning the violence, doubled down, blaming Trump and his supporters. This reaction only served to inflame tensions further, making dialogue and understanding even more elusive. This isn't about policy differences anymore. It's about two completely different visions for America. Each side sees the other not just as opponents, but as existential threats to their way of life. We are a nation divided, and the attempted assassination was a stark reminder of how deep that division runs. The event highlighted the extreme polarization and the lengths to which some are willing to go. The question is, can we bridge this chasm of hatred and mistrust? Can we find common ground and heal as a nation, or are we destined to remain divided? They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and in times of adversity, this saying rings truer than ever. The attempt on President Trump's life brought his supporters even closer together, uniting them in a way that few could have anticipated. In the face of such hatred and violence, they found strength in their shared values and common purpose, standing firm against the tide. They rallied around their leader, offering each other unwavering support and refusing to be silenced by the opposition. This wasn't just about politics, it was about survival, preserving a way of life, and protecting their community. The mainstream media dismissed this as cult-like behavior, but they didn't understand the power of shared beliefs and the resilience of a united front. The attempted assassination of President Trump cast a long shadow over American life. Suddenly, things that once seemed simple were now fraught with anxiety and fear. Many Trump supporters started to withdraw from public life, avoiding rallies and political discussions. The fear was palpable, having a chilling effect on free speech and political participation. The right to assemble and free speech are cornerstones of our republic. When people are afraid to express their beliefs, we are all in danger. The attempted assassination of Donald Trump was a national tragedy, leaving an indelible mark on the American psyche. The anxiety, fear, and distrust linger, shaping our thoughts and behaviors. But even in the face of such darkness, there is hope. By acknowledging the trauma and fostering open dialogue, we can begin to heal and build a more united future.